Hey, what's up, y'all, man? This is your boy, y'all's chosen one. The name of this study will be called "The Rise of Edom, the White Man," um, because every every race has a rise, and every race has a biblical name. But so many people just forget. So they just overlook the things of the Bible and what their natural origins are. You say, "Oh yeah, they're from the Caucasus Mountain, they're from Europe," but how do they come to power? How do they come to world dominion? How do they come to world dominance like they have right now? And we're gonna take this out of the Book of Jasher. There'll be some biblical references, but the most of it, the majority of this is gonna be from I guess the Book of Jasher. Okay, all right. We're starting the Book of Jasher. We're on chapter 57, and for those who don't know, uh, when you read the story of Jacob and Esau, it starts right there. Okay, it starts right there because when you look at the um, I'm sorry about that. When you look at the birth of Jacob and Esau, you know they came out twins, but there's a description of Esau that's given. Um, why is there a description of Esau given? Because he looked different than everybody else that ever came out the womb. There was something different about Esau, as far as his complexion. The Bible gives his complexion, how he looked. Called him red, and it's called him red for a reason. And when you white people say that you're white people, you really aren't white people. I mean, put a piece of paper to your skin. You're nowhere near white. Okay, you're different derivatives of red. You're like pink. Your blood shows through your skin. All right. So we're gonna start. So that's like the origins. I'm not gonna go through all that stuff, but that's like the origins of so-called Caucasians. Okay, they're not white people. Nobody's white. You know, but they are derivatives of red. They're pink. You ever look on it like on a news channel or something, and the people, you have reporters out there. They're in the cold and they're like red is on the wet, or just look at them on the station. They're not white. Not even close to white. All right. Chapter 57, Book of Jasher. And it was after this that the sons of Esau waged war with the sons of Jacob. And the sons of Esau fought with the sons of Jacob in Hebron, and Esau was still lying dead and not buried. And when we get here, we see the way that Esau died. This Esau, being the man that actually is the one that killed Nimrod, he was killed in battle by the son of Dan. I think his name was Cushim. Cushim was the son of Dan, and he killed Esau. Cushim was deaf and dumb, but he killed him in battle because Esau's people had a confrontation with the sons of Jacob from burying for burying Jacob. They was about to bury Jacob in Machpelah, in Heth, where he had purchased the land, and Esau, made a conflict with him, and they started war with them at the burial place. So now that's where this story is taking place. And the battle was heavy between them, and the sons of Esau were smitten before the sons of Jacob, and the sons of Jacob slew of the sons of Esau 80 men. And not one died of people of the sons of Jacob, and the hand of Joseph prevailed over all the people of the sons of Esau. And he took Zepho. Now, keep that word in mind. That's a very important person that we'll be speaking of here. Zepho. Who is Zepho? The son of Eliphaz, the son of Esau. So this is Esau's grandson. Okay? This is Esau's grandson, Zepho, and 50 of his men captive. And he bound them with chains of iron and gave them into the hand of his servants to bring them to Egypt. So after they had war, after Joseph and them had went down to mourn mourn their father, who was actually Esau's brother, they took these Edomites captive. And it came to pass, when the sons of Jacob had taken Zepho and his people captive, all those that remained were greatly afraid for their lives from the house of Esau, lest they should also be taken captive. And they all fled with Eliphaz the son of Esau and his people, with Esau's body, and they went on their road to Mount Seir. They took Esau's body, but we don't know where the head is, but they took Esau's body, and they went back to Mount Seir, which is your inheritance, really. So-called white people, or Caucasoids, or Edomites. Mount Seir is your original inheritance, you know. And they came unto Mount Seir, and they buried Esau in Seir, but they had not brought his head with them to Seir, for it was buried in that place where the battle had been in Hebron. So somebody, we don't know, somebody took Esau's head, had been chopped off by Cushim, son of Dan, and somebody buried his head in Hebron. And it came to pass, when the sons of Esau had fled from before the sons of Jacob, the sons of Jacob pursued them unto the borders of Seir, but they did not slay a single man from amongst them when they pursued them, for Esau's body which they carried with them excited their confusion. So they fled, and the sons of Jacob turned back from them and came up to the place where their brethren were in Hebron, and they remained there on that day, and on the next day until they rested from the battle. So here we have these people from Seir and these Edomites retreating back to their home. Esau, their leader, they was carrying Esau, their lead. He was dead, but he was decapitated. So they was like, whoa, you know, they was like, why are we pursuing this guy? Their leader, his head is cut off. This is crazy. So, you know, Joseph and his men came back. And it came to pass on the third day, they assembled all the sons of Seir the Horite, and they assembled all the children of the east, a multitude of people like the sand of the sea. And they went and came down to Egypt to fight with Joseph and his brethren, in order to deliver their brethren. So the people of the east, I don't know who those people could be. Not really saying. Could it be Moabites and Ammonites? I don't know. But there was people that lived east of, I guess, the central place, Egypt, the focal place. And Joseph and all his sons of Jacob heard that the sons of Esau and the children of the east had come upon them to battle, in order to deliver their brethren. And Joseph and his brethren and the strong men of Egypt went forth and fought in the city of Ramses. And Joseph and his brethren dealt out a tremendous blow amongst the sons of Esau and the children of the east. And they slew of them 600,000 men. And they slew amongst them all the mighty men of the children of Seir the Horite. There were only a few of them left. And they slew also a great many of the children of the east, and the children of Esau, and Eliphaz the son of Esau, and the children of the east all fled before Joseph and his brethren. And Joseph and his brethren pursued them until they came into Succoth. And they yet slew of them in Succoth 30 men, and the rest escaped, and they fled each to his city. And Joseph and his brethren and the mighty men of Egypt turned back from them with joy and cheerfulness of heart, for they had smitten all their enemies. So they're considering these Edomites and these Horites from Seir enemies. And these people from the east, they're enemies. Even though we're brothers, genetically, we're fighting them. And Zepho, here's Zepho again, the son of Eliphaz, and his men were still slaves in Egypt, and the sons of Jacob and their pains increase. And when the sons of Esau and the sons of Seir returned to their land, the sons of Seir saw that they had all fallen into the hands of the sons of Jacob and the people of Egypt on account of the battle of the sons of Esau. And the sons of Seir said unto the sons of Esau, You have seen, and therefore you know that this camp was on your account, and not one mighty man or an adept in war remaineth. Now therefore, go forth from our land, go from us to the land of Canaan, to the land of the dwelling of your fathers. See, these Edomites know where their dwelling is. They came from Canaan. They came from the same place we came from. It was just a different nation. It was two nations that was in the belly. Okay? Two nations that was in the belly. Okay? Okay. Wherefore shall your children inherit the effects of our children in latter days? And the children of Esau would not listen to the children of Seir, and the children of Seir considered to make war with them. And the children of Esau sent secretly to Angeas, king of Africa, the same as Dinhaba, saying, Send unto us some of thy men, and let them come unto us, and we will fight together with the children of Seir, the Horite, for they have resolved to fight with us to drive us away from the land. Now you see, in Genesis chapter 17, verse 40 through, or verse 39 through 40, we read, And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Now this is future, and of the dew of the heaven from above. And this is like we're speaking right now. Like even if you go in Africa, when you go in South Africa, who's living good in South Africa? Who's living good in America? Who's living good pretty much everywhere? It's their blessing. And verse 40 is very, very, very important. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And before all this, and we're reading this right now, because eventually Esau is going to break the yoke off of so-called melanin-skinned people on earth. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And even more prophecy, I just read 41. And Esau hated Jacob, because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand, and then will I slay my brother Jacob. And that's been a plan for a long time. Sure, you have some good-hearted people out there, but the spirit is that in them, the blessing, they think the blessing should have been for them. The hatred is for the blessing, not so much the color of your skin, the way it is now as far as the racism, but as far as like the blessing that was given by Jacob was to be, that was given by Isaac. The blessing that was given by Isaac was supposed to be for Esau, because he was the firstborn. But if you remember, Esau gave up his birthright for some red pottage, some raw meat, some raw stew. So we're going to start right there. That's part one of this story. Just to let you see, just give you a background on the development, of so-called Caucasian race on the earth, because it's very important to see why things are the way that they are today, because this was a blessing. There was a promise given to Esau, the Edomites, by Isaac, and that was a blessing that evidently has come to pass because they control the world right now. All right. Just want to say what's up to you guys. I'm not a supremacist or anything, but I do believe in my Bible, and I do believe everything in it always comes to pass. So, everything is made for a reason. What does the Most High have in plan for them? As far as your spirit, not so much your physical. Your physical, is something else, but your spirit in you, that's the one that you should be concerned about, because that's the thing that lives eternal. Your flesh is going to die eventually, but your spirit is the one you should be concerned about. All right, shalom.